Good morning. It's early spring morning, pretty early in the year, and I'm out trying to photograph something that I've never specifically gone out to try to photograph before. This is a brand new experience for me. I'm out looking for wild turkeys. I do have some pictures of turkeys that I've taken in the past. These are just pictures that, you know, when I'm out hiking, I see a lot of turkeys in my area. If I see, you know, image in my head that I want to capture, I'll try to get it. So I do have some pictures of some turkeys from the past that I've come across while out hiking or exploring, but I've never specifically gone out to photograph turkeys before. This is a great time of year to find them. The males do these amazing displays where they spread out their tail feathers, puff up their, other feathers, and they do these beautiful displays for the females. I want to capture that. That's what I want to get. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a couple years now. I've just never made the time to do so. So this will be a great learning experience for me, where I've never specifically gone out to photograph this species before, especially doing these displays. This will be a great learning experience for me. So I'm excited to be able to spend some time truly observing these beautiful birds and see what I can learn over the next couple days or weeks. This is kind of the area that I want to photograph them in. This is an area I've hiked past dozens of times, and most of my turkey pictures actually come from this little clearing that I'm in right here. This clearing, it's got a mixture of taller grass. It's got some rabbit brush, got some sagebrush, some trees along the edge. So there's a lot of diversity here in the landscape, a lot of different possibilities of different types of images that I can get here. So I'm going to set up a blind where I do have some of this taller brush and whatnot. I'm not going to use the blind that I have been using lately, that ground blind, the one that I made that I've had in a couple of videos recently. I'm not going to be using that one. Just because that one I'm so low to the ground. If I've got turkeys on the other side of this brush, if I'm back here and I've got turkeys on the other side, I won't be able to photograph over, and when you're in that blind you can't move around. So what I'm going to do is I've got another pop-up blind, and it works great. It's a little bit taller, and the windows that I photograph out of, they're a little bit taller, so I should be able to see over the brush and get turkey if I've got them on the other side of some of this stuff. So I'm going to set that up now, and then I'll be back tomorrow morning to before it's light, to get my blind and hopefully see these turkeys when they come in. There's a lot of potential here, and it's just a beautiful bird, so I'm hoping I get some fun pictures. But I'm going to get this set up now, and then I'm going to do some other scouting. I've heard some turkeys off a little bit, so I'm going to go scout some other areas as well, and we'll see what we can get.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Well, no luck here. I've heard quite a few turkeys up a little farther ahead. I haven't seen any though, but yeah, I think I'm gonna reset this up somewhere else and see if I can find a spot that's being used a little bit more. Like I said before, in the past, this area, I've seen so many turkeys in here, but I'm just not seeing any scat or any recent signs of them. So again, I don't know much about these animals. I don't know if they reuse the same spots year after year like a lot of the grouse species do. I'm just not sure. So this is an experiment for me. This is something new, and I'm gonna go do some more scouting, take this blind down, go do some more scouting, and probably we'll reset it up if I can find what I think to be a better spot. But yeah, let's go. I want to get this blind up before it gets too late in the day, just so if there are turkeys in the area, they can get used to it. And then when I come back in the morning, you know, they're used to the blind, and they're not wary of it or anything. So yeah, let's redo everything that I just did over the last day, and see if we can get some turkey shots. Okay, I started hiking out of that spot where I had my blind set up before to where I was hearing the turkeys earlier this morning, and yesterday when I was setting it up. There's some turkeys out here. Oh, did you hear that? There's another one up here. Let me try to show you this one. There's a couple out here. They're pretty deep in the grass though. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Okay, let me try to show you. I don't know if we'll be able to see this. Let me show you though. Okay, I don't know. I can't even see it on the screen. Anyways, behind that little patch of sagebrush out there, kind of by the snow, there's some turkeys. Yeah, that's really hard to see out there. Sorry, I don't have my big lens on here. But yeah, this is very similar terrain to where I was before. You've got the sagebrush, there's some rabbit brush, there's the trees, and there's even some snow out here, which would be awesome to get these turkeys in. And I hear another one, at least one, coming in from just up here in some more sagebrush. So I think this will be a great area to set the blind up with the turkeys in the area. I'm not going to set it up now. I'm just going to hike through, see if I can find some other spots. But I'll come back later today and really watch and listen for these turkeys. If they're in the area, I can't set that blind up, because then they'll know what it is and they'll see me around it and they won't come in. So I'll wait till they're gone, and then I'll set the blind up and come back in the morning. I think this area is a lot more promising. The fact that I hear turkey up here, and I've seen some just back here, I think this area is going to be good. And they don't seem too skittish, the ones up here. Usually with turkeys, they would have been gone already from what I've seen, but these ones are still up here. So I don't know. We'll see what we get. I'm excited. This is awesome. Oh man, what an awesome morning, what an awesome few days this has been. I apologize, it's getting a little bit windy now. The turkeys have moved off into the thicker brush, so I'm gonna take off here. But yeah, like I mentioned, what an awesome few days this has been. I've been able to set up my blind in multiple locations now, and I've been able to photograph and get some videos of these turkeys in multiple locations. Some of the locations that I found are better than others, but it's just been great altogether. What an awesome experience this has been. What an awesome experiment, I've been calling it. And what I mean by that is usually when I go out to look for an animal, I do my research before and then I go out and look for them. Whereas this time, you know, I haven't read hardly anything about these birds. I don't know very much. Instead of turning to books and internet and other sources this time, I just went out in the field and, you know, started looking for them and started observing them. I find that's one of the best ways to learn about an animal, is just to spend time watching and observing them. So, you know, over the last few days, I've just spent a lot of time observing them from a distance, observing them in my blind, and just trying to learn about them that way. And you know, I've learned some interesting things. From what I've seen with these turkeys, correct me if I'm wrong, what I've seen with turkeys is they cover a much larger area compared to like some of the grouse species. I'm very familiar with grouse, and they generally stay within a very specific area day after day during the mating season, and you can find them there generally year after year. Whereas these turkeys, they just seem to move around quite a bit. They've got a much larger area, so it's been a challenge to kind of figure out where to set up the blind. But like I mentioned, I have been successful in getting some video and photos and whatnot. But these turkeys, I've seen multiple displays that the males do. It's been interesting. The most common, they'll spread out their tail feathers and just puff up all their, you know, all their feathers, and they do this interesting like vibrating. I don't know how else to describe it. They just kind of vibrate all their feathers, and you can hear it. It's a very interesting sound, and they just try to look bigger to the other males. And another display that I saw a couple times, I've never seen it before, it's interesting. It's, you know, they'll put all their tail feathers down, they don't have them spread out anymore, they put them down, the turkey kind of stoops over, they point their wings kind of spread out but pointed toward the ground, and then they stomp repeatedly on the ground, all the while kind of spinning in a little circle. And once one of the males does that and he's done, another one will kind of pick it up and do it. And then once he's done, another one will pick it up. So it's just interesting. I've never seen that before. If you know why they do that, let me know. Again, I've just never seen it. But yeah, it's just been a great opportunity to spend some time, designated time, with this beautiful bird. It's been awesome. I've learned quite a bit. I'm gonna take a break from them for the next couple days. I've got some other projects I need to pick up on, but any free time that I have, I'm gonna be out here again with these guys. It's just been fun spending time with them. I've had a lot of fun. Like I had mentioned, if any of these pictures or video clips, if you know what the turkeys are doing, why they're doing it, let me know. I'm gonna, you know, pull my books out here in the next couple days and read up on some of their behavior, figure out what I was seeing, you know, and why they were doing it. Obviously it's in regards to mating season, but you know, if there's anything that you know, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to learn from you and you know, just learn more about these awesome birds. I'm gonna go, I'm rambling on, so I'm gonna take this down and we will see you next week. Thanks for watching.